An earthquake is an unpredictable natural phenomenon that occurs suddenly. It happens due to the breaking of the Earth's crust, and its energy is propagated by waves traveling quickly inside of the Earth, reaching the population in a few seconds. Earthquake early warning technologies use part of the shockwave travel time to recognize and to warn in advance of the presence of a big earthquake that could cause major damage. An app is a computer program commonly suited for mobile devices. To perform, an app needs a data network service, that's to say, an internet connection. Due to the high number of users, notification through app services are deployed in high-performance computer equipment systems called clouds. Clouds can process massive amounts of information and instructions per second and prioritize critical services such as sending messages to thousands of users in a very short time. A cloud cannot accelerate the delivery time of information to users. For this reason, the delivery depends on the infrastructure of local data and internet services, and it is at this stage of the transmission process that the biggest delays happen. It is not possible for the internet to deliver information simultaneously. When it is necessary to send the same message to multiple users, the process is carried out on a one-by-one basis, going from the beginning to the end of the list of recipients. On the other hand, the speed of online data communications largely varies according to users' demand, on the amount of traffic at the moment, and very heavily on infrastructure. This results in variable delays. Through the internet, data delivery happens unevenly and with large delays when compared to the activation time of traditional earthquake early warning systems. The delays could easily cancel out the time between the issuance of the alert and the arrival of the earthquake, and therefore alerts, when delivered through apps, would lose their usefulness. A message is not an alert if it only arrives during or after the earthquake. Taking action in response to an alert that arrives too late results in increased risk. An earthquake early warning that is not triggered simultaneously in the entire region and which is delivered with delays amounts to a false alarm. It also generates panic and distrust in the population. This is why mobile apps, which in their current state of technological development require an internet connection, cannot be considered to be suitable as earthquake early warning tools. To issue notices of seismic warnings, it is possible to take advantage of mobile telephony infrastructure already incorporated within the GSM standard. This standard includes a simultaneous communication service known as cell broadcast. This service makes it possible to connect all cell phones simultaneously to a single channel so that a message is transmitted to all of them at the same time. Cell broadcast is a capability provided by so-called cellular base stations. These stations keep us linked to the local telephone network. These cellular base stations, often simply called cells, have a special channel which all the nearby cellular phones connect to. As a result, phones are able to receive notifications in a simultaneous way. In addition, cell broadcast prioritizes the distribution of messages when an emergency message needs to be disseminated. Cell broadcast technology has several benefits. It does not need the installation of an app, a program, or an internet connection. It is also available on all modern cell phones, starting with the 2G standard and including 3G and 4G. Additionally, cell broadcast disseminates information in a simultaneous way that is faster than through any app. And since the signal is localized to specific cellular base stations, it would provide an early warning only in the areas at risk. A seismic warning must provide the longest lead time possible before the arrival of an earthquake, and its dissemination must be simultaneous. Because apps require a data connection prone to bottlenecks, they generate variable delays and reduce the warning time provided by the seismic alert. This puts users at great risk. The technology known as cell broadcast is an alternative that warns in a simultaneous and expeditious manner all users connected to a cell located in a region that should be alerted, even when the data network is congested. In many countries like Japan, cell broadcast has already demonstrated its effectiveness as a means for disseminating alerts.